Hey, Ronny Dahl, four-wheeling Australia. Welcome to the 26th of December. Merry bloody Christmas to a lot of you. Now, Christmas is pretty much almost over, but there's no reason why we can't still be festive. Do you dig my Christmas tree? It's probably the best Christmas tree I've ever seen. And this will be dismantled early January because we got some talking 4x4s lined up in here, and I think that's gonna cop a dent. That's on the second channel. If you're not aware of my second channel, link down below, check it out. The title of this video that brought you here, do you actually really want a budget build? Like, do you? So if you're sick of seeing sponsored builds across YouTube, and you're sick of seeing stuff that's not within your reach, and you're sick of seeing stuff that's not DIY, stick around. I've got some questions for you, because if you really want a budget build, well, I need commitment from you, and then I'll promise commitment at my end. I've got some questions you need to answer so I can clarify and fix my draft of my planning for a budget build. And it's not what you think it's going to be. Completely not. So if you're that serious and you're sick of all this other stuff, stick around and answer some questions for me. I need commitment from you. All right, before that though, 2022, the 79 series is back and better and looking bloody fantastic, driving amazing, but it's not finished yet. It'll be finished in February, mid to late February. The exterior is done, almost done. It's like 98.2% done. The engine bay still needs to be finished. The interior needs to be finished as well. Now the interior is going to be like limo level, basically. Gone over the top with there. It's going to look absolutely fantastic on the inside, comfy as hell. I can't wait to show you guys. It's coming in February. Don't worry, it's coming back. And then we're going to use this to travel around Australia and do a whole heap of trips, because Australia is opening up as opposed for the last 2 years. The last 2 years have been terrible, horrible. It's felt like one big 730-day year to me. And if you look across all YouTube platforms, all adventure sort of style, full driving, hiking, all that stuff, it's all been what I feel A- at the best in grade of content across the board, including my own stuff. Even down to B-. A lot of it's been B grade across the board. And that's mainly due to all the restrictions and all the planning that we've had to cancel this, cancel that. Last minute do this, last minute do that. You get the picture. That's what all of us in this industry have had to persevere through and adapt to and change up our plans and change what we normally do. So going back to the 730-day year that the 2 years have felt like for me, there's been a lot of negative comments out there about, why don't you guys go traveling? Well, come on, man. We can't bloody go anywhere. So that's all about to change. That's all about to change. And I'll tell you what, we are planning a lot of interstate travel next year, a whole year's worth, to states we haven't even hit up before as well. So we're very much looking forward to it, me and Torbs. 10 years. 10 years, four-wheeling Australia. 10-year anniversary. Can you believe that? 10 years. Now that is freaking cool. Not only that, in 2022, we have modified episode 100. Episode 100. Now the modified series has been going for, I'm thinking it's been going for about 5 years, solidly, maybe 6 years. Planning for episode 100 has already started and has already begun. That's the same thing. Begun, started. Anyway, it's in motion. That'll be released, I don't know, early next year, because we're at episode 96, and depending on how close we get finished with the episode 100 celebration and then the actual episode 100 as well, will depend how quick I throw out the other episodes just to get there, because I am so freaking wrapped and excited to bring this to you guys. So all that is happening early 2022. So there's a lot happening on this channel. Celebratorial as well. Is that a word, celebratorial? I'm not sure. We got new merch dropping very soon. So if you're familiar with In Darkness We Find Camp, available on our website, yes, that's a shameless plug right there. We have 3 more coming out early 2022, and that is because we're celebrating 10 years of four-wheeling Australia. So here's the classic one here. All right, four-wheeling Australia. We have this style here, and we've made accommodation for Tasmania. And not only that, Tasmania, we're also planning to come to you in 2022. Looking forward to that. And then we have the 1980s style version of four-wheeling Australia, kind of like a Hot Wheels style. So those 3 are coming out. So if you're in a patch game and you're collecting stuff, well, hold on to your hats, guys, and hold on to your undies. They're dropping very soon on Four-Wheeling Australia merch. fourwheelingaustralia.com. Check it out down below. All right, that's that shameless plug out of the way. The budget build. Okay, where did this come about from? Well, for the past 5 years, I would say people across all channels and all social media platforms, there's a general consensus of majority of people complaining about stuff that's out of reach. And I get it. Not everyone can afford all the expensive gear that people call overpriced, but it's not really, look, it's all down to interpretation. It's like buying a t-shirt that's like an Adidas t-shirt, or buying a just no-name brand t-shirt. They could come from the same factory, but you're paying for the brand a lot of the time. When it comes to the full drive industry, it's a bit of that as well, but it's also, you're also paying for, say, the technology. So say some stuff that's high quality is quite heavy, some stuff that's not is quite light. You don't need to hear that, you already know that. But the main thing here is not everyone can afford that. And this is where this budget build comes in. So the question I have for you guys, now I need full commitment from you guys, and if I get full commitment from you guys and there's enough of you who want this, then I will put my draft plans in motion and I'll make this happen. I will commit at my end if you commit at your end, is basically what I'm saying. But I need you guys to answer some questions. Budget build, what is a budget build really? How can you sum that up in like 2-3 sentences at the most? If you end up doing like this long thing, I'm not going to read it. It's got to be short. Is there a limit on a budget build? Is there a price limit? Or is it just DIY stuff? Or is it just a cheap vehicle? Or what is it? What is a budget build? Is it just putting Queen's gear on a car? You know what I mean by saying Queen's gear. What is it? What is a budget build to you guys? Let me know down below. From your feedback, I'll use that and analyze it, get the data from your comments, and then I'll mold this draft into what it needs to be. And then, ladies and gents, you will get your budget build. So get onto it, guys. The question's on your screen somewhere right now, probably blocking a Christmas tree, and answer those questions down below and we'll make it happen. But I need commitment. To everyone out there, have a Merry Bloody Christmas and a Happy New Year, and 2022, 10-year anniversary, Modified 100, 79 series coming back. It's going to be a good year, guys. It's going to be a bloody good year. See you then.